Hi guys, Kara from Health, Home, and Happiness here. I just wanted to do a quick movie documentary review of The Magic Pill that I just watched with my homeschooled 9-year-old and I absolutely loved. And since Facebook Live is the easiest way for me to get content to you quickly, a lot of you, it's spring break coming up, you might be looking for documentaries to watch with your kids or like something that you can watch to kind of encourage them to eat how you want them to eat on spring break. The Magic Pill is perfect. So it really advocates pretty much the GAPS diet. They don't call it the GAPS diet. They do touch on the specific carbohydrate diet for autism in there, which is amazing. And like, it is a magic pill. I mean, it's like what we eat really impacts every cell in our body. And it's something that no pill or nothing can do other than changing the way that we eat. It was a Facebook reader, Delilah. I just wanted to say thank you for, she posted the YouTube trailer on it. You do have to rent the video. I just rented it from Amazon Prime. It was like $3. And then you have like 48 hours to watch it or something. So they talk about the ketogenic diet for autism. They talk about, and what I kind of loved about their stories that they showed someone with, I believe, type 2 diabetes, someone with asthma, someone with or a couple of people with autism, and someone with cancer. So they talk about pretty much how this same whole foods, high fat, low carb diet can help so many different diseases. And they talk about our food supply, they talk about all sorts of different things, but really it was the case studies that I thought were amazing. So they did the little girl. She looked like she was probably about 4 when she started. And just in 5 days, they document the whole thing, all the different changes that they see in this little girl when she's changing what she eats. And they also talk about how hard it is to get these kids to switch over, how she was eating goldfish, chicken nuggets, and I think SpaghettiOs, they said. So all processed foods, all stuff that's not good for children's guts and their brain development. And they show how hard it was, but these parents, like, they threw away everything in their kitchen. I'm so proud of them. And you can kind of see, based on them talking to the camera, they're just normal everyday parents. They're not super rich. They're not like super health conscious probably at first, but they were willing to make this change for their daughter. And I just thought that was so inspiring. If you want to see, since they pretty much put her on the GAPS diet, which is what I did for my child also, most of my stuff is based on the GAPS diet. My Picky Eating Solution, it's a free webinar. So if you go to healthhomeandhappiness.com and you click up at the top, the Picky Eating Solution, you can watch the webinar, which is pretty much in 3 days, like 3 to 5 days, how to transition your child to the GAPS diet. And that one is for free. I also have tons and tons of stuff on my website. So if you're looking for like sensory issues, getting your child on the GAPS diet or SCD diet or ketogenic diet, my sensory issues post for that will help you with that. What else? They were showing a trial in Hawaii, which has like actual doctors, like neurologists following this child in Hawaii on the ketogenic diet, and they're taking notes for this trial for using the ketogenic diet for autism. And they did like the scoring and stuff. And what you'll notice with both of these autism cases, and this is something I come up with a lot, that people say, well, your child's not cured, like she's not 100% normal, but she's so much better. Like her symptoms are so much better. And these kids, like, while you wouldn't say they were normal, they probably still needed to have special accommodations in school and stuff. Just the improvement in their quality of life. It's like, we don't ever say like, oh, well, because I can't afford the most expensive car and have the most luxurious driving experience, I don't want to have any car at all. I've got to go grab my kid from school in a second. But that's something that I thought was really accurate. Like you see a lot of the success stories, and you do see some children go from like full, kind of low functioning, highly autistic children go to completely normal, and you see those. But then there's also many of us that we like a 50% improvement is just life-changing for our family. It's life-changing for their families. It's life-changing for these children. And it just gets that connection that we want. More of the connection is what we're always going for, and higher quality of life. And so I really love that about their case studies, that they didn't only pick the children that 100% were fixed from diet, but they showed the dramatic improvement that you can see in just 5 days. It might have been 5 weeks, but I think it was 5 days that they were on this diet. And then at the end of the documentary, they do talk about Joel from Polyface Farms. And he's all of our favorite farmer. It's always good to see Joel talking in documentaries. And then like it kind of reinforced that everyday people can do this. Changes do take effort, and you definitely want to know why you're doing it. So I'm going to go down below and I'm going to leave some links that I think you'll find helpful. I'll leave a link to the documentary, and I hope that this was helpful for you, and I hope you guys get a chance to watch it. It was really a great documentary.